Hi, everybody. It's me, LisaT, coming at you with some positive energy. Reading The Language of Letting Go by Beattie. So, we are going to read November 4th. Anger. Anger is a healthy emotion. Anger can keep us safe, it can get us out of danger. It helps us, relieve pent up energy in a but it's resentments we want to stay clear away from. So resentments is feeling now a refeeling of something in the past that hurt you. So it's good to feel our anger in the moment, get it out in the moment. It's a healthy thing, and it definitely comes up when we are talking about grief. There's one of the stages. So anger, that's what this is referencing to, one of the stages of grief. So November 4th, anger. Feeling angry, and sometimes the act of blaming is a natural and necessary part of accepting loss and change. We're allowed to get angry. So it's okay. We just don't want to continue it, and we want to feel it in the moment, and we want to express it in a healthy way at the right. There's lots of times in this life, most of the time, I think, unless we're looking at it, anger is misdirected. It's misdirected anger. If someone's upset at their husband or in their life or with their wife or with their kids, and then they go out to the grocery store and they yell at the grocery store clerk, or they talk to another friend who's nothing but kind or whatever, and they take it out on them. So misdirected anger. So we got to make sure that we're aware of our emotions so we can express them in a healthy way. And angry is necessary part of accepting loss and change, of grieving. We can allow ourselves and others to become angry as we move from denial towards acceptance. So the last reading was about denial. So denial is a stage of the grief, and we're moving always towards acceptance. In all things, we're moving towards acceptance. But we want to be able to allow ourselves to become angry as we move from denial towards acceptance. As we come to terms with loss and change, we may blame ourselves, our higher power, or others. Blaming people, blaming ourselves. Oh, I shouldn't have done that. If I just would have done this, then that wouldn't happen. It's all my fault, or it's all their fault. If they wouldn't have done that and said this, then this wouldn't happen. Like, that's all of that is us being in self-will and thinking that we're in some sort of control of everything or responsible for everything that unfolds in life. And that's just not the case. It's not true. Things change constantly. That's one guarantee of this universe. It's constantly changing. So we may blame ourselves or others or the higher power. The person may be connected to the loss. We might blame the person connected to the loss, or he or she may be an innocent bystander. We may hear ourselves say, if only he would, there we go, here. If only, like I just was saying, right? If only he wouldn't have done that. If only I would have done this. Why didn't it go differently, God? We know that blame doesn't help. This doesn't help anything. It gets us nowhere. It's like you might as well be a hamster on a wheel running around in a circle going nowhere, or on a rocking chair, rocking, going nowhere, just rocking. So that all the would haves, could have, should haves, they're just not useful in recovery. So why didn't it go differently, God? We know that blame doesn't help. In recovery, the watchwords are self-responsibility and personal accountability, not blame. So we want to watch and be self-responsible and be personally accountable, but not blame. Ultimately, surrender and self-responsibility are the only concepts that can move us forward. Surrender and self-responsibility are the only concepts that can move us forward. But to get there, we may need to allow ourselves to feel angry and to occasionally indulge in some blaming. It's okay to go there. There's a temper tantrum little child inside of you having a little temper tantrum. It's sometimes okay to let them have that temper tantrum. Again, but in a healthy place, in a safe space, and not misdirecting it at someone who doesn't deserve it. Not that anyone deserves it. And so so allow ourselves to be and indulge in some self-blaming. Some blaming, not self-blaming, some blaming. So ultimately, surrender and self-responsibility are the only concepts that can move us forward. But to get there, we may need to allow ourselves to feel angry and to occasionally indulge in some blaming. It is helpful in dealing with others to remember that they, too, may need to go through their angry stage to achieve acceptance. So allow others to go through their process, too. Don't take anything personally is key there, I think. If you're around someone who's like in the anger stage or in the denial stage or the blaming stage, it's nothing personal to you. Just let them go through their process. They'll get there. To not allow others or ourselves to go through anger and blame may slow down the grief process, so it's healthy to go through that. trust ourselves and the grief process. We won't stay angry forever, but we may need to get mad for a while as we search over what could have been to finally accept what is. We can search over the what couldas and shouldas and blah, blah, blah. Maybe you have to do that temporarily with your mind to then also go, you know what? But it is what it is, and it's okay. It's okay, and I'm okay. Here's your prayer for today. God, help me learn to accept my own and others' anger as a normal part of achieving acceptance and peace. Within that framework, help me strive for personal accountability. Amen to that. Thank you for watching. Love you all. I appreciate you. Go ahead and have an amazing day, accepting where you're at, accepting yourself, accepting your life circumstances, and feeling your feelings in the moment in a healthy way as you continue to take self-responsibility and self-accountability and love yourself as you are and spread that out. Please hit subscribe, give me a thumbs up, let me know that you're on the journey with me and loving the journey of the language of letting go. Thanks for watching. Bye.